These aren't make-believe stories. Why would they make them up? And these are different gospel writers that didn't collaborate and work together. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, they didn't work together at all. And they actually wrote down what they heard, and the words passed on, and mass people saw them. If there was a bunch of lies in these stories and they're counterfeit and fake, then it would have shut down. People have said, no way. They would have torn this up, like, no way. And then they lose their lives for it, the apostles and all. No, these are true stories. It's not fairy tales. Really cool. So we got this guy who brings his son. I don't know what his age is. Seems like it's a boy, but not sure. He brings his son to Jesus. And what does it say? Yeah, my son. He's a son. But first he brings him to the disciples. I think he thought they were going to get, he was going to get healed because of them. Like he was going to get delivered. Didn't happen. And so then he's brought to Jesus. But before that happens, remember, Jesus is sort of exasperated, like, oh, faithless, perverse generation, unbelieving generation. So he rebukes him. Then it says, do you remember what he says? Bring him to me. Come on, get that. This is great. So he says, oh, faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? Like, I'm not going to be here much longer. How long shall I allow this, or put up with this? Bring him to me. I'm going to stop there. Let's just talk about that. That's good. This is everything. This is, Ivan right here, the key to everything. So the key is in him, Jesus Christ. So he says, bring him to me. Now this, just remember those 4 words. I mean, remember it for your life, for the rest of your life here. Let me pick up this disciple, just like that. All right. So this is a key to everything. Can you read that? This is the key to everything, a key that unlocks the door. The key to everything is get to Jesus. Bring him to me. He is the answer for every life problem, every dilemma, every choice, for joy, peace, everything. Everything is in Jesus. This is the key to everything in life. Seriously, you say, well, what do I do? Go to Jesus. How am I supposed to do it? Go to Jesus. What's life all about? Go to Jesus. Why are we here? Go to Jesus. How do I understand the Bible? Go to Jesus. You know what I mean? Everything. My relationship, it stinks. It's like, oh, it's really hard. It's tough. I'm married, or, you marry someone that's difficult, challenging. Go to Jesus. Just get to him. Jesus, that's it. See that? Jesus, that's it. It's a who. It's what you do in every life situation. Just get to Jesus. Like literally just get to him. You pray through until you get to him. You pray through until he connects with you. You connect with him. And then boom. You need an answer, really deep answer. You need direction. Get to Jesus. All right. So he just said, bring him to me. The disciples, those fellows, couldn't do it. They couldn't, all 9 of them. There were 9. Remember, 3 with Jesus in the Mountain Transfiguration. And all 9, not one of those 9 ones could deliver that guy. They just couldn't do it. They didn't have the ability. Well, they could have done it. We'll get into that later, but because of God and his power. But he just said, get him to me. Isn't it interesting? Jesus didn't say, you guys couldn't do it? Really? Oh boy, I need to hold on for a while. Let me think about what to do. He just said, bring him to me. That's what God's saying from heaven. Just get to Jesus. God the Father says, get to Jesus. The Holy Spirit of God says, get to Jesus. Jesus is the center. He's a central figure. God says, believe Jesus. Remember, he said, this is my son. This is my beloved son. Remember, he said, just on the mountain, he said, hear him. It's all in Jesus. Everything in the universe is about Jesus. He's the center of the universe. It's for what the universe was made for. It was made for him. And then us. Everything is about Jesus. Like God exalts his son, Jesus. Whereas Jesus magnifies and glorifies God. But this is it. You get to Jesus and Jesus will get you to God the Father. Okay. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes unto the Father but by what? Me. See, it's all in Jesus. The Old Testament is about Jesus, even though it's not direct, but it points to Jesus. The New Testament definitely points to Jesus. The apostles preached Jesus. I think you're getting it. Jesus, that's it. Prayer works. Now, sometimes God chooses not to do certain things the way we want it, for sure, because it's not for our best interest. But God wants us to pray. And if you pray through and you pray hard and you pray in earnest, you pray in faith, prayer works. In other words, just bring them to me. So whatever you're praying about, bring it to Jesus and keep pushing until it gets it. My mom, for example, prayed for my oldest brother for 2 years straight, day and night. She kept bringing him to Jesus, praying him to Jesus, bringing Jesus, bring him to Jesus. And what happened is she got through. It was an intercession, it was prayer, and then God granted her request, and my brother got saved because of her prayers. Really powerful. Which brings me to the next thing. Prayer works, true, but intercession, this is kind of the word that means praying for others. Pray for others. Intercession works. Now, this type of thing is not necessarily a one-time thing. It's you ask and keep on asking. You knock and keep on knocking. You just pray through. I like that word, praying through. You pray continually until you get it. A lot of people do these quick prayers and they don't get the results because they're not going after him. And there's more passages in the Bible we'll get to that teaches pray through, pray, believing all the way through. You say, I believe you. I'm going to keep asking you until you give me what I want. Okay, that's intercession. And that's what this is in a way. You guys bring him to me. That's people bringing that boy to Jesus. That's intercession. It's like a gap here, and you are the one that fills the gap between God, well, Jesus Christ, and others that you're praying for. So intercession is praying for others. Very good. So we have the key to everything. Jesus, that's it. We have prayer works, intercession. Then we have, well, I already said it basically. The answer is in Jesus, not others. See, the disciples didn't do it. So other people will fail you. Other people will disappoint you. You'll have like the friends of Job that pulled him down, like in the book of Job. Other people just make mistakes. Peter failed them. These guys failed. They could not, these guys right here could not get that boy delivered. They tried, but they just couldn't do it. But with Jesus, it's going to get done. You can be sure that Jesus will give you what you need when you need it. All right, so the answer to life, every answer in life is in Jesus, not others. Now, that doesn't mean others aren't, God sends you people and God uses others. They were using other healings and miraculous deliverances, and demons came out of others. These were particular demons, which we'll talk about later in a video coming up. But Jesus Christ was able to get it when they couldn't. But it's okay to have other people. It's good to go to church. It's good to have other people pray for you and all that. But sometimes they just don't cut it. They just can't do what Jesus can do. Another thing to remember is that deliverance is in Jesus. Healing is in Jesus. That's what this boy received. Problems solved in Jesus. I don't care what problems you're having and going through. Guidance is given, like direction in what you do in your life. Wisdom in life, how to live it in the future. Peace is in Jesus. You have no peace. You have turmoil. You're upset. Your body's out of whack. You don't have balance in your mind, your soul, your heart, your body. There's not wholeness. You're hurt. All sorts of things, etc., 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 etc. That goes on and on. A whole list of things. We're needy. We're needy people, and Jesus meets that need. Spirit, soul, and body. All right, and the last thing on this part is that just keep it simple. Like, this is really simple. Bring him to me. It's not formula. It's not you don't have to have a PhD and be a professor to know that. You don't have to be like a scientist or something like that. Just keep it simple. Just, here I come, Jesus. Just have a talk with Jesus, okay? So we'll kind of wrap this up real quick, but this is a sweet passage. I think I'll wrap it up there. I think that's enough. And we'll pick up more as we go, but this little line there, it's tucked in there, says, bring him to me. Can you say that? Say it real quick. Bring him to me. Now think about people in your life that you could pray for. Family members, friends, the school that you're going to, the classrooms, the teachers, the wonderful authorities over us, like policemen and all. We just pray for them. Pray for others. Pray for the president or the prime minister or the kings. You know, pray for people over you, in charge of you. Pray for your parents. If you're a child, listen to this. If you're an adult, pray for your parents. I mean, just bring them to Jesus. Just say, here, Lord, here's this person, name them. Mention them in prayer, and God will do great things. All right? God bless you. Thanks.